Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English News of Bình Phước Television. I'm the one now following are the headlines for today news. Secretary of Provincial Party Committee received FDI enterprises leaders. Bình Phước Electricity providing professional training on firefighting and prevention. President Võ Văn Thưởng attends APEC CEO Summit 2023. And later on, Vietnam becomes world's biggest cinnamon exporter. Ladies and gentlemen, on November 16th, member of the party's Central Committee and Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Cường received leaders from the Hayat Kim Ya Vietnam Company Limited, a subsidiary of Turkey's Hayat Group, and the Ho Chi Minh City Vina Company Limited, a subsidiary of Korean's Hankook Carbon Group, to discuss their operations and production.
The leaders of the two companies affirmed that provincial leaders and departments have paid significant attention and created favorable conditions to assist their production in the locality. They expressed a wish that the province would remove obstacles in procedures relating to construction licensing, fire safety, tax refunds, and customs, among others. Thanking the two companies for their large-scale projects in Bình Phước, which contribute to promoting local socio-economic development, Mr. Cường highlighted the attention Bình Phước province has paid to supporting businesses with the best possible conditions. The Hayat Group and the Hankook Carbon Group are two large enterprises in international markets in the field of manufacturing baby diapers, carbon fiber, and glass fiber products.
The Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee has issued a document requesting that agencies and localities strengthen the handling of land-related administrative procedures.
According to the document, the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee asked the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to regularly review land-related administrative procedures, to advise on cutting any unnecessary procedures and strictly controlling processes and deadlines, and to standardize the behavior of civil servants and public employees, especially regarding public services that directly affect people and businesses. People's committees at all levels in the province must speed up the process of granting land use rights certificates for forest land that has been transferred to local management, creating resources for households and individuals to boost economic development. The province continues to review and improve the operational efficiency of its non-stop service in handling administrative procedures.
Bình Phước Electricity worked with the Fire Prevention and Rescue Police Department PC07 under the Bình Phước Provincial Police on November 16th to hold professional training on firefighting and prevention for officials and employees of the Dong Xoài Power Company.
Officials and employees of the company heard from the Fire Prevention and Rescue Department about recent fires and explosions in the locality and the main risks leading to fire. They were also instructed on safety measures, the use of firefighting equipment, and basic skills when fighting fires. The firefighting and prevention training organized annually by Bình Phước Electricity not only helps raise awareness among officials and employees about firefighting and prevention, but also effectively increases safety at agencies and offices.
Moving on to the top stories around the country, President Võ Văn Thưởng called on the business community to continue accommodating states in fulfilling commitment to sustainable development and pursuing long-term socio-economic and environmental goals while addressing the APEC CEO Summit 2023.
This is the most important event of the regional business community held annually, on the occasion of the APEC Economic Leaders Week, aiming to create an opportunity for enterprises to exchange ideas and raise recommendations to APEC leaders. The Vietnamese state leader briefed the participants on Vietnam's development viewpoints and policies, saying the country is striving to maintain sustainable economic growth, while ensuring social progress and quality, and environmental protection.
In the first 10 months of this year, Vietnam shipped nearly 75,000 tons of cinnamon abroad, earning $220 million, becoming the world's biggest exporter of the products.
Last year, Vietnamese cinnamon accounted for 18.2% in output and 34.4% of the export market share globally. India is Vietnam's biggest importer, accounting for some 44% of the market share, followed by the US and Bangladesh. According to the Vietnam Pepper and Spice Association, Vietnam is lacking a national-level strategy on sustainable development of cinnamon sector. At a national conference on sustainable development of the cinnamon sector held in Hanoi on November 15, a public-private partnership working group on pepper and spices was established. The group presented a number of directions for the development of the cinnamon sector, including determining land fund and planting area scale, perfecting policies and mechanisms, and developing semi-processing and processing facilities and consumption markets, among others.
Budget airline Vietjet is scheduled to run direct flights between Ho Chi Minh City of Vietnam and Shanghai of China starting on December 1, 2023.
The announcement was made on November 14 during a working trip of a delegation of Ho Chi Minh City to Shanghai. According to Vietjet, there will be 7 return flights per week, each takes around 4 hours per leg. The new route is open to meet demand of travelers, businessmen, and people from the two cities, the carrier noted. The opening of the air route is part of activities to mark the 74th anniversary of the Vietnam-China diplomatic ties, and the 30th anniversary of the establishment of relationship between the two twin cities. Vietjet began operating flights between Vietnam and China in 2014, bringing Chinese tourists to leading destinations in Vietnam, such as Nha Trang, Da Nang, and Phu Quoc. To mark the opening of the new route, the carrier will offer promotion tickets for passengers flying to the two cities.
The State Bank of Vietnam, or SBV, has ceased bill issue after nearly 2 months of using the channel to withdraw cash out of the banking system.
The central bank did not issue new bills for the first time after 7 consecutive weeks of using the channel. Though the bank continued to offer to buy valuable papers with a 7-day term, no banks participated in the auction. According to analysts, the SBV's bill issue move was aimed to adjust liquidity in the banking system in the short term, which is expected to push up Vietnamese dong-denominated interest rates in the interbank market with an aim to reduce the interest rate gap between the US dollar and the dong to indirectly support the foreign exchange rate. It ceased bill issue in the context that interbank interest rates have rebounded from the lowest level. In fact, the US dollar/Vietnam dong exchange rate has also decreased continuously in recent days.
An exhibition featuring Vietnam-Italy solidarity and the beauty of the land and people of Vietnam is being held from November 13 to 18 within the framework of the Vietnam-Italy Year 2023 in Genoa.
The exhibition is held at Chino Port on the occasion of 50 years since the ship Estrelle, commanded by Captain Luciano Sosai, loaded with food and clothing and medicine, including 1,000 bottles of blood, left the port to Vietnam's Haiphong port. The name Genoa, since then, has become an indispensable port in the mind and heart of the Vietnamese people. Among the many documents displayed at the exhibition, there are those about the trip to Haiphong port in 1973 of the ship Estrelle, and the Vietnam Week held from January 6 to 13, 1973, and the international protest against the war on May 12, 1973 in Milan City, giving visitors an insight into the history of friendship of Vietnam and Italy. This year's exhibition also includes photos featuring the beauty of the land and people of Vietnam today, especially its great achievements and rich and diverse culture.
And that's what 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch this news again, you can download our mobile app BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Now thanks for staying with us and see you next time.